Today I'm going to walk you through the process of drawing a couple of faces in my art journal page on a prepped page with layers and how I get started with drawing faces. So I hope you join me today and follow along. There are two tools that I'm going to use to begin with. It's this pencil. It's a water-soluble pencil, so I know that if I add paint to it, it's going to smudge quite a bit. And then there is what these are called. This is really, really small, but these are called China markers. I love these. I have one in black and I have one in red. I'm going to order one in white. These are fantastic. They're not water-soluble. I love adding them on my art journal pages or at the end of an art journal page or painting to add some details because I know it's not going to smudge. So I'm gonna start with the black China marker, and I'm literally just gonna draw whatever I feel like. I know it's gonna be a face. I know I'm gonna draw more than one because this is quite a spread. The other thing to remember is if you're intuitive, like my goal is to be an intuitive artist. So I don't want to draw exactly what I see. I have inspiration from the book, but I'm not looking at the book. I was inspired as I went through the pages, and now I'm just going to go ahead and draw whatever comes to mind. And one of the things I like about when you create an art journal, the layers, is that you can see pictures in them. I kind of see a face coming out anyway. This looks like hair to me, so I'm just going to do that. When drawing eyes, they should be 3 apart, all the same size. So there's 1, 2, 3. And that's how I get my eyes even apart. This to me looks like a nose. When drawing faces too, it's sometimes nice to make it a little bit different. Like I'm going to try eyebrows that go in a round, reminiscent of the 50s. That's one face. I'm going to see if I can draw another one. Maybe I'll use the red China marker for that one. All right, so I have my 2 faces that I drew. You probably can't see the red one very well. And that's okay. I'm probably going to paint over some of it anyway. I want it to kind of blend, so that's fine. And there may be another face here, I'm not sure. But what I am going to do is I'm going to start with some off-white and map out some of these faces, map out these faces a bit more. This color is called Unbleached Titanium. I really like this color. I'm using a dry brush. I'm not using a wet brush. And the key for me is not to color in every part of the face. I do want some of these layers to shine through. I'm just going to try to highlight some areas. Now I'm going to go in with the titanium white and just block in the eyes. What I'm feeling like now is just blocking out maybe this area here. I feel like maybe these are angels, I don't know. Whatever comes out, comes out. That's the thing about intuitive painting or just going with the flow, is you just do whatever you feel like, and for whatever reason, this feels like they should have wings. And I don't want it to look exactly like wings. I want it to go with the background. And I'm getting the red because I want to do the lips. I have this fluid golden acrylics. Little more, they're fluid, so they're not as thick, but that's fine. I don't have a whole lot of the golden acrylics, but I really like the fluid golden acrylics. But I'm kind of in the process of just using whatever I have instead of buying new stuff. Have these Artex acrylic markers, and I think I'm going to use those on the eyes. These are acrylic markers that I like using them for details. I won't necessarily use them for a whole painting because I don't want to run out, but I really like them for highlighting and for the drawing. Now I'm gonna, because I got paint on this, I'm gonna have to really get it off by doing this, sort of on a page, just to make sure all that white paint comes off of it. But I like the way this looks so far. And now I'm gonna use some basics. This is Liquitex Basics black paint, because this one is, for whatever reason, it's not going on there. So it's not going on there, and I am going to use some thicker acrylic paint to get it on there. When you use the acrylic Artex markers, I think they're great for drawing, but if you want like that thick, gooey paint look, which I love it, it's nice to go over what you did with some thick acrylic paint. And that's what I'm doing here. I do feel like these need a little more, she needs something going on here. So I'm gonna, and now you can see this needs to be lightened up again. So I'm gonna go back in, lighten it up a little bit. And it's sort of just playing around. I like this face. There's something going on with this one.